Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's not hard to like what Sergio Ramos offers. Goes about his work with strong aggression and tries to dominate opposition strikers. He's also a sizable menace on set pieces and brave at getting his head on the ball.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. And it's Benzema. It's come loose. Benzema was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Benzema, Modric. Madrid are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
And it's Modric. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Isco breaks on here. Hazard.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Going for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Marcelo. Still goalless. Casemiro. Modric. And here's Hazard. Hazard. And it's Benzema. And here's Benzema. He's had a go! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra-sharp.
Out to the left it goes. Now it's Isco. Rafael Varane. Isco. And here's Hazard. Modric. And the counter is on. Casemiro. He's had that put on a plate. Timely intervention. Isco. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's got through. Now it's Benzema. Shoots!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Madrid put themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Marcelo. And it's played forward. And here's Hazard. Marcelo does well there, alert. That's a decent ball. Has a pop! He scores!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
And it's Toni Kroos. And here's Benzema. Oh, real danger here. Marcelo. Casemiro. Isco. Modric. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far, action at both ends and the team's level. So, your views on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Modric, Hazard, played out to the right, looking for a decent ball in. Modric, shapes to shoot! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Sergio Ramos goes looking. Modric. Benzema. Casemiro. And here's Hazard. Toni Kroos. Casemiro. A real chance to break. And he's fouled him there. Hazard with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Could move up a gear here, and it's Toni Kroos. Kroos. Well read, he sorted that out. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Goes for goal! He scored! And they get themselves in front! Well, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Madrid take the lead. Casemiro has been caught there, it's a foul. Sergio Ramos floats one over. Hazard. Casemiro gets his foot in there. And now they can launch a counter. Modric goes for goal! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Now, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Cut out in the nick of time. That's a throw. Isco. Benzema is flagged offside. Modric. Now, can he capitalise? Isco. It's the through ball. Now it's Benzema. Big chance! And that would have won it.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Played in with accuracy. Casemiro. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Dashing forward at pace. Real chance! In it goes! And what a climax we have here!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. He's gone for it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Look, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
Hoists it forward. Out for a throw. That's a good ball. Has a hit! Chance again? No.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Varane drives it forward. 4 extra minutes added on. Diaz. Modric. Benzema. And time is up. And a fine advertisement for attacking football. A really entertaining game. So many talking points. In a way, a shame anybody had to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.